And speaking of tough economic times, Kentucky families have seen their dollars stretched just about far enough, and not just in Kentucky, but across the country for that matter. And the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension has heard that need out there and has developed a website called Moneywi. And joining me now to talk more about it is Jennifer Hunter from the University of Kentucky. Jennifer, tell folks exactly what Moneywi is and what it's there to do for families.
Well, Jeff, as you said, Moneywi is a website that the Cooperative Extension Service launched last fall. And the idea for the website came directly from our local county extension offices. We had agents that called and said, we're having clientele coming in and they're concerned about the rising price of groceries or the rising price of gasoline, and they didn't really feel as if they had adequate, up-to-date information to provide to the clientele. So we took that need and came back to campus and developed the Moneywi website to help both our local county extension agents as well as people across the state.
Now, you've obviously tapped specialists within the College of Agriculture and other resources to help get this information out there, right? To talk about that.
That's true. One of the neat things I think about the Moneywi website is it's really a cross-disciplinary effort, because our ag agents said, you know, we have farmers that are coming in and asking questions about grocery bills and grocery budgets, and it really wasn't just an ag problem or a family consumer science problem. Obviously, the current economy is affecting everyone. So the website's a collaborative effort from what would be our traditional agriculture specialist, as well as our family consumer science specialist and our 4-H youth development specialists. And in addition to that, we've tapped some other universities, some other cooperative extension services materials to really put together the best that we could find out there.
And also, we've been through a recent ice storm, and you have information about helping people with that because you try to keep it current that way, don't you?
That's true. We try to update the website very often, and the ice storm's a very good example. Just within the last couple weeks, we put up information on contact information for individuals that have suffered ice damage, as well as information on such things as chainsaw safety or how to run your generator. And I think shortly we'll be posting something from the Department of Forestry on you know, how to prune your trees and how to help your trees recover from ice damage. So it really is something that as things happen or things come out in the news that we try and keep it current and up to date.
The heading is Moneywi, but it also covers health-wise, travel-wise, youth-wise. You have a lot of different titles.
It does. We have 6 or 7 different subheadings underneath the Moneywi title. And the thought process behind the title is we want to encourage people to think smart about how they spend their money. And with each one of the subsections, such as health-wise or garden-wise, we noticed that we had a lot of questions coming in from maybe people that don't traditionally garden or don't traditionally can. And they're saying, well, if grocery prices are getting so high, then I want to think about growing my own vegetables this summer, or I want to know how to preserve what I've grown in my garden. And so it's that type of information that we've tried to load up in these subcategories to make it easy for the user to find.
I know you've been getting a lot of hits from in Kentucky and across the nation. Talk about that a little bit.
We have. We track the hits, and you can watch when something happens in the national media or something that comes out on newspaper headlines. You can see the hits peak with what's going on in the economy, and it ebbs and flows. But unfortunately, as we don't see the economy improving, the more hits we tend to be getting.
Well, I know it'll be up there for as long as it needs to be to help folks, and we want to thank you for coming in today to talk about it.
Thank you.
And encourage you to visit the website on the UK College of Agriculture's homepage for Moneywi.